Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you all this Vivitar 10-inch ring light. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. So, whenever you look at the front of the box, it says Vivitar 10-inch ring light. And then over here in the corner, it says Vlog Podcast Essentials. That's the front of it. Then on the side of it. Then on the back of it. It has essentially the same thing, just with a different picture in that. Then on the other side of it, it has that. Then on the bottom, it just says all this. Then there's a warning on the bottom of it. It says required California warning. And then it says warning, and it says cancer, reproductive harm. It's very good. It's a very good thing to have included in your product. Then whenever we open it up, finally got it open. Then when you open it up, on top it comes with this little piece. This is like the stand it comes on. I'm gonna get all the pieces out and then I'll show you what it looks like. No instructions in here, so maybe there's some in here. So I'm gonna go in order by what fell out first. First off is this little piece. Just your standard little tripod thing that looks like it might collapse if you put anything on it. So I don't know why it had this big old giant halo that kind of has a little bit of weight to it. And obviously I could just replace the tripod that this is on, but that's not the point of this. The point of it is to rate everything in the product by what it comes with. And this is not very good quality for what this is. Next up is the little halo. And it has this little thing to put your phone in. And hopefully you can adjust, yeah, you can adjust this, but hopefully you can make it to where it doesn't move as much, because if you want to get a stable shot, you don't want this just moving everywhere on you. So it has this. And up at the top of it, it says Vivitar on it. We're gonna undo this little tie on it. It's a pretty good length of a cord. Then on this, it has a plus sign, a reverse sign, a minus sign, and then a power off and on. Next up is this little piece. This actually has the little screw end, and then the opposite side of that on the bottom of it. And what that is for is you can screw these two things in together. This has a little bearing on it, so it can just be moved around. This by itself does not. They could have just made this two pieces and added something similar to this on this, but it's not my product, so this just screws in like so. Then this piece, I'm gonna take it and screw it on the it. Once it's all nice and screwed on, this thing is really hard to get to where it lines up straight. Don't know if that's just me. Okay, so got this on there pretty straight. So I want to move around really easily. Then you just plop it down like so. Next, I'm going to go find something to plug this in with. Okay, so now that we got this extension cord that I dragged around from here, because all the outlets near me are kind of full. And one of the things that I do want to point out is that this did not come with one of the little bricks or cubes or whatever you want to call them, which I know most products are starting to not come with these. And I just find that really annoying, because then you have to go and either buy them at the store or take one of them from something that you already have, which just is fine, but it's just a little bit of an inconvenience or something if you want to use it. So I'm gonna try to put this up here somewhere so you all can see this. I'm gonna hold it up here like this, and then take this end and plug it up so you all can see what it looks like. Okay, that was anticlimactic, but I just realized that it does not come turned on. Because like I said earlier, it has this little on switch. So now when I hit this, it should turn on. It's actually a pretty solid light. What I'm going to do is fix it up like how I want it, and then try to get a little... Is it even gonna fit my phone? If it doesn't fit my phone, that's gonna be kind of funny, to be honest. It won't even fit the phone. Okay, so I'm gonna take the case off and see if that works. Hopefully it fits without the case on. So I'm taking the case off. It's gonna be a very big inconvenience if it even fits like this. But I'm gonna try to get this case off, and then I'll show you all what everything looks like and see if it fits without the case on. Does it fit with just this part on? Because if it just fit with this part on, that wouldn't be as bad. Okay, so it does fit with this part on. It does just fit with this part by itself, so that's good, I guess. But that's sort of a big inconvenience. Now what I could just do is take the tripod that this is attached to and just take the mount off the top of this, the tripod mount off the top of it, and attach it to this and then use it like that. So it's really just a big inconvenience, to be honest. And I have, this phone is just the basic 11, not the 11 Pro, not anything. So considering that this has a 2020 copyright label, that's the copyright on the bottom of it, that's really inconvenient, that you have to sit there and take the case off every time you want to use it. That could easily be fixed by the people who are making this, but that's just really, to be honest, a big waste of time for the people that use this. So I don't really know, but the phone, it does fit in there once you take the case off, or if you have an OtterBox like me, you can just take off the rubber piece on the case and leave the plastic piece, and it will still fit in there like that. But it's an inconvenience to have to sit there and do all that every time you're trying to record. Besides that, it's fine. It's a little cheap, but you can get it on Amazon right now for about $40. And for that price tag, it's not the most expensive one, but for the quality of it, I would just get another brand of something, to be honest. It's fine for what it is, but it doesn't really bring anything new to the table. It's not outstanding or anything. But overall, I'm probably gonna have to give this about maybe a 5.5 out of 10. It's not anything exciting, but for what you're paying, but considering that this is really cheap plastic and this barely fits the new phones. It's really, for what you're paying, $37.99. I know it's not a lot, but for what you're paying, it could be of better quality, and it's not really that good of it, because I always think of it like this. You always want it to be better than what your expectations are for what you're paying for it, because they say you get what you pay for, and that is true to some extent. But if I'm paying $40 for a ring light, I want it to at least be somewhat decent, because $40 is a lot for small creators like me. And if you all are going up to buy something like this, I want you all to be able to have the best thing for what your budget will allow you all to get. And this just ain't cutting it, because this tripod was under $30 and it is a lot higher quality than this, and this was almost $40. I know you gotta consider that this has the light and stuff, but considering this has metal and all that other stuff, like, it feels kind of like cheap metal, but it's a pretty good tripod for what the price was. And this is just really flimsy plastic, and that's not what you want, because they put all these little metal bearings in here to make it look all fancy for the thing. But can't you just as well have just put some little plastic hinge that turns? Because that's what this tripod has, and it's fine. It's just a suggestion, and it's just my personal preferences. But overall, for what you're getting, I don't think this is the way to go. Also, something I want to say was that the plus and minus signs turn down the strength of the light, and then the swap button will turn the hue of it. You can make it this white light that's not really as powerful, and then this yellow light. But with that being said, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video. Like I said, I give this about a 5.5 out of 10, maybe a 6, I don't know. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video. If this is the first video you all seen by me, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace.